Welcome to our Introduction to Travel Insurance Registration Compliance for Travel Retailers. The National Council of Insurance Legislators, NCOIL, have adopted a Travel Insurance Model Act, the Model Act. Certain states have adopted a version of the NCOIL's Limited Lines Travel Insurance Model Act. These are NCOIL states. In states where the Model Act has been adopted, travel advisors, travel retailers, are required to undergo training and register with each limited lines travel insurance producer. This allows travel retailers to then offer and disseminate travel insurance on their behalf. Instead of each travel retailer being required to undergo separate training and registration for each limited lines travel insurance producer, the USTIA Registry provides travel retailers with an opportunity to register for one or more member limited lines travel insurance producers via one training method. There are many benefits of the USTIA training and registry. It gives you access to multiple USTIA limited lines travel insurance producers via one centralized industry process. It's a simple registration and training process with immediate access to offer and disseminate travel insurance in states where the Model Act has been adopted. Insurance agent or producer license is not required in states where the Model Act has been adopted for those limiting activity to what is authorized under the Model Act, except where required by state law. No insurance agent licensing fees in states where the Model Act has been adopted, and it helps travel retailers stay compliant. The Model Act, adopted by the majority of states, allows travel retailers to offer and disseminate travel insurance without being licensed, provided they operate under the license of a limited lines travel insurance producer. To offer and disseminate travel insurance on behalf of a USTIA limited lines travel insurance producer, travel retailers can take this training, complete the required certification, and register. Once a travel retailer has registered with the USTIA Limited Lines Travel Insurance Producer, they may offer and disseminate travel insurance on their behalf and under their direction. Offer and disseminate means providing general information, including a description of the coverage and price, as well as processing the application, collecting premiums, and performing other non-licensable activities permitted by the state. Some important concepts and definitions to understand under the Model Act. Limited lines travel insurance producer, or in some states, limited lines travel insurance agent, means a licensed managing general underwriter, a licensed managing general agent or third party administrator, or a licensed insurance producer or agent, designated by the insurer as a travel insurance supervising entity as set forth in the Act. We will use the term limited lines travel insurance producer going forward in this training. Travel retailer means a business entity that makes, arranges, or offers travel services and may offer and disseminate travel insurance as a service to its customers on behalf of and under the direction of a limited lines travel insurance producer. Under the Model Act, limited lines travel insurance producers are required to certify that their travel retailers registered comply with the 18 U.S.C. 1033. Disclaimer: not legal advice. The USTIA and its member companies present this material merely as a service to help facilitate compliance with the training requirements of the respective state limited lines travel producer laws and/or regulations. It is understood that the information provided on this website does not, and is not intended to, constitute legal advice. No warranty or liability. The information presented herein is provided as is, without representation or warranty of any kind. As to suitability, reliability, applicability, merchantability, fitness, non infringement, result, outcome, or any other matter. We do not represent or warrant that such information is or will be always up to date, complete, or accurate. Any representation or warranty that might be otherwise implied is expressly disclaimed. USTIA and its member companies are not liable to you or others in any way or for any damages of any kind or under any theory arising from this material or your access to or use of or reliance on the information in or through this material, including but not limited to liability or damages under contract or tort theories and any damages caused by viruses contained within electronic files of this site or any linked site, regardless of prior notice to USTIA and or its member companies. Travel insurance registration. The goals of this training are to help travel retailers understand the requirements that must be met in order to offer and disseminate travel insurance to their customers. A travel retailer is an individual or business entity that makes, arranges, and/or offers travel services. They may offer and disseminate travel insurance as a service to their customers on behalf of and under the direction of the limited lines travel insurance producer. To inform travel retailers of ethical obligations with respect to offering and disseminating travel insurance on behalf of LLITPs, and to become registered with USTIA LLTIPs in order to offer and disseminate their travel insurance products. Travel Insurance and the Model Act. Travel insurance. States that have adopted the Model Act generally define travel insurance as meaning insurance coverage for personal risk incident to planned travel, including but not limited to interruption or cancellation of a trip or event, loss of baggage or personal effects, damage to accommodations or rental vehicles, or sickness, accident, disability, or death occurring during travel. Travel insurance does not include major medical plans, which provide comprehensive medical protection for travelers with trips lasting 6 months or longer, including, for example, those working overseas as an expatriate or military personnel being deployed, or any other product that requires a specific insurance producer license. Model Act. To offer and disseminate travel insurance, travel retailers may elect either of the options below. The travel retailer may obtain its own limited lines travel insurance license, if available in the travel retailer's state, or the travel retailer can be registered to operate under a limited lines travel insurance producer's license, so long as certain customer protections are met and provided they are only offering and disseminating, as defined, travel insurance. Offering and disseminating travel insurance responsibilities. Responsibilities under the Model Act. All travel retailers must be trained and registered with a limited lines travel insurance producer in order to offer and disseminate travel insurance. Provide disclosures to the travel retailer's prospective customers. Engage in ethical practices. Compliance. The basics. You are allowed to offer and disseminate. You are not allowed to negotiate, solicit, or sell.
Please take a
Compliance
moment to
do's and
review these
don'ts.
do's and don'ts.
Do. Only offer and disseminate those products that a limited lines travel insurance producer has authorized the travel retailer to offer and disseminate. Confirm that certain required disclosures are made to prospective purchasers. Adhere to ethical practices. Register with all limited lines travel insurance producers whose product you wish to offer and disseminate. Do not evaluate or interpret the technical terms, benefits, or conditions of the coverage offered. Evaluate or provide advice concerning a prospective purchaser's existing coverage, or hold yourself out as a licensed insurer, producer, or insurance expert. Registration under a limited lines travel insurance producer's license. When operating under a limited lines travel insurance producer's license, travel retailers must certify that they have taken this required training and any required subsequent training to ensure continued compliance with the Model Act, only offer the travel insurance products that they are authorized to offer and disseminate on its behalf, provide certain required disclosures to all prospective customers as instructed by the limited lines travel insurance producer, comply with 18 USC 1033, crimes by or affecting persons engaged in the business of insurance whose activities affect interstate commerce. Please view the web link below for further information. What must be disclosed prior to the sale? Any travel retailer offering or disseminating travel insurance shall make available to prospective purchasers brochures or other written materials that provide the identity and contact information of the insurer and the limited lines travel insurance producer, explain that the purchase of travel insurance is not required in order to purchase any other product or service from the travel retailer. Travel retailers are permitted to provide general information about the insurance offered, including a description of the coverage and price, but unless licensed, are not qualified or authorized to answer technical questions about the terms and conditions of the insurance offered, or to evaluate the adequacy of the customer's existing insurance coverage. Limited lines travel insurance programs will provide content of these disclosures and instructions for distributing them. The materials must then be provided to the prospective purchaser. What else must be disclosed? Other required disclosures that must be made to all purchasers. A description of the material terms or the actual material terms of the insurance coverage. A description of the process for filing a claim. A description of the review or cancellation process for the travel insurance policy, and the identity and contact information of the insurer and limited lines travel insurance producer. State specifics. Insurance is regulated at the state level. Please check with your limited lines travel insurance producer for any state specific variations. Transacting ethically. As a travel retailer offering and disseminating travel insurance as a service to your customers, on behalf of and under the limited lines travel insurance producer's license, you must conduct and transact your business in a fair, honest, lawful, and ethical manner. Thank you so much for completing this training.